All right, so you're in the grocery store in the bottled water aisle, and you notice there are literally dozens of brands to choose from. How do you know which one's the best, or even more important, which one is the best for you?
That's right. Well, you know what? Our next guest can clear all of that up for us. Jordan Nelson with Crystal Geyser is here to tell us why their bottled water is the best choice for you, right?
Correct. Crystal Geyser, please, as we like to say now.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what makes Crystal Geyser unique in the bottled water world?
The fundamental difference is Crystal Geyser is bottled at the source. And what I mean by that, in Northern California, we actually bottle the product at the base of Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta is a glacier. The water will melt from the top of the glacier, journey all the way down Mount Shasta underground, and we actually have a spring box at the base where we capture the water. That spring box has 24/7 surveillance, so we can maintain the quality of the product and it cannot be tampered with. It then goes into our facility where we bottle the product. So the first time the product is exposed is when the consumer enjoys the product.
Wow.
Straight from the source.
We're the only bottled water company that has that function in the United States.
Now, tell me the difference, because I see on your bottled water it says Alpine Spring Water. So what's the difference between spring water and purified?
Simply put, purified water comes from a municipal source, a la tap water. So what they do is they take tap water, they run it through a reverse osmosis system. Reverse osmosis strips everything out of the water, taking out a lot of the natural minerals that are in Crystal Geyser. So when they strip that out, they'll add minerals for taste, but they take out the healthy minerals that we have in our product. That's a benefit.
Okay, this may sound like kind of a dumb question, but why is Crystal Geyser a better alternative than other things that you might drink, like sodas and juices?
Well, obviously, it's the healthy alternative. And I've been working very closely with childhood obesity programs, and we're trying to get bottled water back in the schools. We have a major problem currently. And you know, the soda industry is still infiltrating the schools. We have juices that are very high in sugar. So we're really trying to educate our consumer about the healthy alternative, which is bottled water.
And it's really good for your body.
Yes, it is.
We all need to be drinking more water.
Absolutely.
So I've got a question then, Jordan. So let's say I take this home. How many of these bottles should I be drinking a day?
8.
Wow.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, these are yours.
Okay.
Ideal diet will have 8 bottles of water consumed a day.
Okay.
And ones that aren't stripped of their nutrients.
Correct.
That seems so weird to me that you would do that and then add things for flavor. That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense to us.
Glacial water that's going to taste pristine.
Exactly, just as nature intended it to.
Oh, gosh, that's so crazy. Okay, we also understand that Crystal Geyser is a presenting sponsor of the California Coastal Cleanup in the American Forests. That's really neat.
Yes, we're really proud of this. Since 2001 and into 2012, Crystal Geyser will be responsible for planting 500,000 trees in America's forests. The California Coastal Cleanup is a one-day turnout to clean up all of the California state beaches. Over 80,000 volunteers turn out that day. We are a presenting sponsor, and we're very proud of that relationship as well.
Very nice.
Really
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So where can we find Crystal Geyser in the Sacramento area?
Well, luckily, as you pointed out, Crystal Geyser is the #1 water in the Sacramento area. So it is available in every store you can imagine. Safeway, Raley's, Bel Air, Nugget, Winco. Pretty much everywhere you go, you will find the #1 water.
Now, Guy asked a good question, because you see water stations around town where people fill up, but you can't do Crystal Geyser there because you were telling us it's not pure.
Correct. We cannot control the quality of the product in doing so.
Wow, okay. Now, you know what? It's all making sense to me now, because when I was in high school growing up in the Redding area, there were tales of little lights being shown or showing up on, have you heard of this?
No.
On Mount Shasta. And the myth was that there were little people that lived on Mount Shasta, and they were called Lumerians. I'm not making this up. Lumerians.
What are you drinking?
So now it makes sense to me. The Lumerians are helping.
Oh my goodness!
Create.
Okay.
They are not. They're not on the payroll.
Bottle Crystal Geyser. It's like Oompa Loompas.
Oh my goodness! Guy, there's just water in here, people. Just water.
Yes, just water.
It is. I promise.
Oh
I
my God,
promise.
you're killing me. One of the other things I thought was really cool about you guys too, you buy the land around your area too to make sure that it's all protected.
Absolutely. Quality and protection is #1, especially in our industry, because we are touching so many end consumers. So it's very important to us to have permanent security around the facility as well at the facility itself.
Okay, and Jordan, one more time, tell us why, because there are so many water choices out there that we're presented with when we go to the store. Why Crystal Geyser?
Number one, it is bottled at the source. And that's truly the fundamental difference between Crystal Geyser and every other product. Like products that are other spring waters actually use tanker trucks, so they mix their sources together, tainting the water. Crystal Geyser, you're going to get one source, and it's extremely pure. And one quick fun fact is, if you look at the label, depending on where the water is sourced, you'll see a different mountain range. This mountain range happens to be Alancha, California. This mountain range happens to be Shasta, California.
Oh, how cool.
So depending on where you're at in the country, one of our 6 facilities, you'll get a different label.
Love it.
Very nice.
And thanks for supplying us for the next week.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you don't want to have to carry all this home.
No.
Yes,
We will
absolutely
relieve
not.
you of your
This is
load.
for you to enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.